I hope you're ready for another season of Nock On, because it is gonna be a good one. This week we're gonna head up to British Columbia for some spot and stalk bear action. But to make things even more exciting, I've once again got an inland grizzly tag. I've been going after this bear for many, many years, and here I am heading back once again to try to finally get this tag fulfilled. But this time, I'm still down to only shooting with one arm. So the action's gonna have to get even more intense because my effective range is only at about 30 yards. Come check it out. "30 yards. Hopefully I don't want to shoot it, or don't need to shoot any further than that. Is this yours, Dusty?
Yeah. The stick was in the way. I didn't realize.
Here's Dusty's shot. It's pretty good. The glue's good for the Nock On quick fletch, but that's what we're gonna do. We've got 2 black bear tags and a grizz tag, so hopefully this is gonna be a 2-part episode showing you guys how to get some bears done with one arm. So stay with us. For this year's hunt, we decided to rig up some snow tracks on the Yamaha Viking, because in the spring, grizzlies are always close to the high areas where they had focused on moose and berries for their diet in the fall. Although it was an early spring, history's told us that up in that area there's always going to be the shaded areas of the mountains that hide these small stretches of snow that usually call for hours of wenching and work. Since our main focus was going to be grizzly, we needed to stay up in this high country and focus more on the slashes that were quick to shed snow, and having this Viking was going to be awesome to get us there. Because look how much easier this is. For grizzly, it's critical to cover a lot of ground and look for the fresh sign or tracks to give you a place to start. Being up in this high country was unlike years past when I focused on hunting down in the lower country with farm fields that were much more open and green. For those black bear hunts, it was easier stalking because the grass is soft and it's much less noisy than the gravel and deadfall that you find up in those logging altitudes. However, the basic rules still apply. See a bear, make a quick plan, play the wind, and take your best shot to make it happen quick, since they normally aren't feeding very long. After testing the new tracks around camp, I was eager to see how my first morning would go. First day. We're coming in. We already spotted a bear coming down off this hill. We know that there's a logging road coming right down to the top. The bear was just feeding off this hill. We're gonna slip up here.
Up at Lobo Peak, I've got the nickname Barefoot and Dudley because every time I see an advantage to take my shoes off and go in my bare feet or my socks, I take advantage of it. And this was a perfect case. The difference between your socks and your boots on pea gravel like this is huge. Nock on TV is brought to you by Hoyt. Get serious, get Hoyt. Under Armour, go where you don't belong. Stealth Cam, game cameras. Redneck, bail blinds. Sure-loc, hunting sights. Nocturnal, lighted Nocks. Fuse, hunting accessories. And Yamaha, ATV and side-by-sides, real world tough. I'm John Dudley. I'm an archer. I'm a bow hunter. I am defiant. He darted through right here. There's actually a clear cut right there. He was feeding down that logging road and crossed this old logging road. He went right up into that clear cut. There he is. What a toad. Oh, he's a giant. Great shot. Oh, I can't pick him up with my left arm. Look at that head. Oh. What more could I ever ask for as a bow hunter to come up during the spring and enjoy spot and stalk bear hunting. I'm up here with Lobo Peak Guides and Outfitters once again, probably pushing close to 2 decades up here with these guys. And I'm just gonna tell you right now, if you want an awesome hunt, call Cody Payne, because this absolutely can make a bow hunter's dream come true. If you ever want to really enjoy testing yourself, you got to get up here for spot and stalk. I can tell you right now, I'm one happy, one-armed bow hunter.
Field Recon.
I'm going to shoot 2 arrows right now, and then I'm going to show you what I'm working on for this episode. Alright, well here's what I wanted to show you today. I'm out here preparing for this BC hunt, and I'm going through some important steps that any of you out there should also consider. Now, I've increased my poundage on my bow now to almost 15 pounds more than what I started on for my first turkey hunt. I'm shooting quite a bit of weight considering my mouth. So what I'm checking here is I've got a fairly fresh target, and I'm checking 2 things. Penetration, which I can tell that this arrow here, which has a more of a compact and smaller cutting diameter type head. It's getting better penetration, but also I'm checking how my grouping is, because I actually would love to have the option of either a mechanical bigger cut head or a shorter compact fixed blade head. Both are grouping very tight together at this distance, so I'm super happy with that. Now what I'm going with for this fixed blade head is this is a Muzzy Trocar, and it's a shorter, more compact cut diameter. And the reason I like this is because with my mouth shooting, it's hard to get perfect arrow flight because of the weight of that mouth tab and the inconsistency letting go of the string. So this shorter, more compact head is flying awesome. But this gives me the option of either a bigger cut mechanical or a more compact cut fixed blade. These are the types of things that you need to get out and do for yourself. This tells me right now that on this BC hunt, I've got the options that I need. That right there is what we're looking for. And with grizzly hunting, you spend so much time just always a day or two behind these things. They're so elusive. This is an unbelievable bear. We actually spotted this track. It's within a day, so that's a great sign. We're gonna head into the slash that this actually leads to, but you know, that's probably a 7.5 to 8 inch pad. You can tell it's a grizzly as well, because not only, you know, here's my hand, which I'm 6'5", I have a big hand, but you can see the claw marks from those front claws. And we're pretty close to the trail right now. This is one of the fresher set of tracks we found, so now we just need to spend a lot of time in the next open slash with some green food and try to just see if he's coming out there to feed. But right now we're within a day of being on track.
As soon as we walked into this next slash, we were totally taken off guard by this huge grizzly that had already busted us walking in. He knew he saw something, but I don't think he knew what we were, since he couldn't wind us. We did have a constant flow of running water to mask our sound, so we made the choice to just go for broke and try the stalk. Now remember, with grizzly, they're top of the food chain, so you do have a 50-50 chance that the bear is going to stand their ground compared to running off like a black bear would. I hate saying it, but for this stalk, we were obviously busted. However, it was obvious that he's feeding on this fresh green of this brand new slash, and we really hadn't spooked him that bad. So we were certain that we had our place to watch for the rest of the week.
Nock and ready to rock.
Today I want to talk with you about your actual inserts and your components that fit into your arrow shafts, because this match right here has a huge impact on accuracy, and I found that you really get what you pay for when it comes to your components in your arrow shafts. You want to have an exact perfect match here with zero play. And if you take the inserts that come in your arrows and actually just see how they fit in the end of your shaft, then you'll be able to tell for yourself if you're getting what you pay for. The other thing is, nowadays we don't just have the option on many shafts for just an aluminum insert, which is a standard weight for most of the shafts. Now you have the option of choosing a brass insert for a lot of different models that allows you to boost up your front of center, or how much weight you have in the front of that arrow, which greatly helps for improving your accuracy with the fixed blade broadhead and also boosting your momentum and your penetration. So this insert right here is actually a 75 grain brass insert that has the ability to be broken off at the back so that you can reduce it 25 grains as well if you want. And again, choosing these components that are matched perfectly for the arrow shaft that you want are critical. Now, recently there's been a design called a hit design, or even a deep six design, which is a micro diameter design that allows you to countersink these components using a tool into the arrow shaft, which then gives you the ability to actually use either a small sanding tool or an arrow squaring device to actually square off the end of that shaft so that you can perfectly match your broadhead squarely with the end of that shaft, which is going to greatly improve your accuracy. And it also gives you the option to help perfectly align your blades with your vanes. All of this is going to be critical to improving your accuracy, so I thought I'd give you just a little bit more knowledge on how your components can help you downrange. Hey everybody, want to join the Nock On Nation? Go to knockonarchery.com to see our entire line of trendy Nock On gear. Enter promo code SHOWFAN and get a free signed photo from Dud. knockonarchery.com. Expand your archery knowledge with Nock On Podcasts, the highest level of world-class archery information available on either iTunes or at knockon.podbean.com. All right, well, we got the break that we needed. That bear that we saw this morning came back out, and he's feeding about 200 yards off the backside of this new growth. So you're definitely going to lead the way, right?
Yeah. We're going to watch the wind. If the wind changes at all, stop everything. Watch your steps. When you get close, I'm going to stay about 15 feet to your right. If he charges, I got to be over there to take that broadside shot. So you make your shot, I'll be off to the side, he'll be behind you.
So as soon as we see him, you want me just to do what I would normally do to get in my position, but you're going to work.
Yeah, I'll watch you. Whenever you do, I'll move to where I need to be, that if he charges, I can hit him on a broadside shot.
Okay.
All right?
All right. Might be go time. It's been 5 years waiting. It better be go time. All right, lead the way, buddy. Since I'm a foot taller than anyone else, I could see this bear working along a bench below us, and he was steadily working along the underside of this bank. It was really hard for us to keep up with the bear, and each time I thought that I was getting close to my shot, he would move just out of range. After several attempts of trying to coordinate myself with the camera, we were finally just signaled by Dusty for me to just get it done and get in for the shot and let the camera guy worry about himself.
was turning. That was a smoker shot. Dusty's right over there covering me. Gonna give him a couple minutes.